What is up, everybody? It's your boy Jake Ryan. Thank you for tuning in to another Crossroads podcast. I just wanted to give you a little update on what's been happening in my world. There's been a gap, and I haven't been doing these podcasts recently. And it's not because I don't want to, because I really do love doing it. But I've been doing some upgrades here at home in the studio and reorganizing and changing things up so I can make it a little more efficient workflow here. And I'll give you a little tour of the studio here soon and show you what kind of changes I've made. It should make the product more radical. But yeah, it should just be much better now. Um, I just recently took a bite at applied for some more credit with Musician's Friend in Sweetwater so I could upgrade some gear that I've been meaning to do for a long time. So, gonna make some things happen. And yeah, there's plenty of other guests that I've spoke with that so far I haven't been able to line up the podcast with, but there's plenty of people that I have planned to chat with, and there's a lot of people I want to chat with. There's a lot of people I want to reach out to still, and I've just been so caught up with so many other things, and mainly just getting the studio back in shape and back in order because it's hard for me to even like really want to work if the environment's not right and things are all out of order. I gotta feng shui it, get the chi centered and aligned so the energy flow is, can be one with the universe. Anyways, yeah, so I got some guests lined up. I'm still gonna be doing my weekly podcast with my homie James LaFountain, Young Signal, and we're gonna still talk about some current events and other topics. I have some other things planned with Crossroads in general as far as new music. The community center project, which is a long project altogether, is going to take a while to establish a center, but that's okay. We'll chip away at it slowly but surely. Some other Crossroads things. I have some skate park ideas. We definitely want to build our own indoor skate park in the community center, but I would like to one day travel around hosting different skate jam kind of like contests and maybe some like rap battles like that and have some live performances at the DJ booth, the merch booth where we announce everything from, have some product tosses and free giveaways and stuff. This is just some ideas I've been planning just to see how it'll work. I'll be reaching out to all sorts of artists and skaters, musicians and promoters, and different independent business owners and investors for sponsorships, even larger corporations I'll reach out to for sponsorships as far as even this podcast goes, or some of the concerts, skateboarding events, and other things. So, yeah, we have a lot in the works, but again, I've just been getting it all in order, trying to properly plan for it. But yeah, I'm feeling good about things. Happy 2022. I hope that everybody's having an awesome year so far. I've been feeling the best I've felt in a long time. Some changes. Got doing some dreadlocks now. Um, I'm also over 6 months sober from drugs and alcohol, other than a little bit of marijuana. Still have a little cannabis. And here in Montana, it is now recreational and it's been medicinal for a long time. And, it really does help me with dealing with anxiety and depression, just even my appetite and sleeping habits, which is another thing I've had to change over the years. But yeah, mental health, I've definitely been working on that. Um, and my physical health, getting the routine of working out again. When I was drinking alcohol all the time, man, it really started to affect my body. I used to smoke cigarettes daily, and that was a hard addiction to kick, and amongst other things. And one day, I might even get totally off cannabis. Why not? I've done it before multiple times, and I do enjoy it, and it does help. Um, but we'll see what the future holds. So I'm just doing my best nowadays to, of course, maintaining sobriety from alcohol has been really easy for me because I don't want to get drunk nowadays. Before it was really hard. I did want to get drunk still. I still wanted to party all night. And now I'm just so focused on getting healthy and taking care of my family and a business and progressing. Like, man, my vitality, my energy levels are so much better now. I feel so much happier and confident in myself. I can deal with social matters much easier. Before I didn't even like getting on Facebook, and I still don't even really like getting on Facebook that much, but it was hard for me to even tap in with people because I was so isolated, and I enjoyed the isolation. Um, After you're isolated so long, you start to feel alienated, and you kind of start to enjoy it. You start to learn to love being alone, and that's, healthy to an extent, but you have to also be able to socialize with people. So it's like, yeah, man, I become a hermit in ways and would go on my kind of retreats, but I'm trying to be connected with the world nowadays. So I have a lot of plans with Soulfire as well, and our Soulfire family, Soulfire Gaming. I've been resetting things up so we're able to game and live stream more. I'm going to be doing um, live beat production, live concerts, stuff for Soulfire Beats as well. Still doing the Soulfire Beats ciphers. I'll be expanding on that more this year. It's so much to do. It really just comes down to organization and like compartmentalizing, and that's okay because I got like some sort of a OCD, obsessive compulsive disorders, or I'm a perfectionist. So organization and stuff like that really helps, and just to focus. And sometimes I got so many projects going on that I just need to focus on how to knock them each out and schedule things and prioritize and put it on a timeline and map it out. Things never go exactly according to plan, but I feel like the more you plan for it and can expect the unexpected or know what things might go wrong, you're just better prepared. So, anyways, I'm just waiting on the word from another homie right now to do a podcast from Eyeball Jones. So that would be pretty cool. It looks like he does some pretty far out music and artistry. So, yeah, I'm hoping to have some virtual jams here soon too. I've done a little bit with some friends through Zoom and everything, but hoping to have some like live freestyles where people could like call in, and when I get the live stuff rolling, we'll be able to interact and comment. Also, I'm getting these podcasts all onto Spotify now, and Anchor, and like uh, Google Podcasts and Apple Podcasts. I'm trying to get it onto all these other streaming platforms, Stitcher, and yeah. So I'm just trying to take it to the next level. And although we started off hot, and I had like a lot of people straight out the gate, I still have a lot more planned, and I want to turn the podcast a little more into a show one day where we can have a little more public events and conversations. But thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Thanks to y'all who comment and like and subscribe and share it with other people. It really helps me to continue. When I get that encouragement from other people, say, "Hey, I listen in and I dig it," that really gives me a reason to continue. Although I would probably just continue doing it anyways. Just more fuel for the fire. So I'm going to try and find more ways to get people involved, and um, yeah, I guess we'll see. If y'all have any suggestions or recommendations, please feel free to let me know, even if you got to send me like some direct messages. That actually helps me the most because I'm not always the best at checking comments on every different social media. Like I said, I got so many different things going on. I'm going to be working on developing a team in the future. I've gotten used to working solo dolo and just networking with people, but I will eventually be formulating a team now that XROADZ is actually a registered nonprofit social enterprise, and Soulfire Unlimited is still uh, an LLC, which I might actually turn into incorporated. Um, I'll be eventually hiring employees, especially once we get a center involved, so we can have like editors, camera operators, salespeople, and like public relations, social media marketers, all those different positions, so that I don't have to do all this different stuff. Um, Booking agents, even if we have to train people and show them how to do it, even if we don't even know what we're doing. Nowadays, we have the tools and resources to learn so much at our fingertips with our phones and YouTube and Google that, possibilities are limitless. So, again, this is just a short little podcast to let y'all know I'm getting back at it, back in the groove. Stay tuned. I'm going to be doing a studio tour here soon. I'm going to try and have more people in the studio with me um, to do podcasts like this, and then maybe some live jams. Yeah, I guess we'll see how it goes and what happens with it. I'm really excited. I'm feeling really good about this year, and I'm super blessed. To be honest with you, there was periods in my life where I did deal with a lot of battling my demons, or suicidal thoughts that were more like invasive thoughts, where it's like, man, I don't want to be thinking like this. There's so much I want to live for, to accomplish in life, so many goals and dreams that I believe in. That I don't know, you just get down, and that again, the substance abuse and alcoholism and addictions and overcoming some of these uh, character defects. It's all this process of life, and I'm super stoked that I'm at this point, and I'm super grateful to have the accessibility and all the tools to connect with y'all and to communicate with y'all. And I'm super grateful for those of you that tune in. We might not have the most listeners, but it is growing. And if I continue doing this for another year, 2, 5, 10 years, it can do nothing but just grow some more. Anyways, I think that's the homie hit me up. So I'm gonna see what's happening. Get to another podcast. Stay tuned for more guests on the XROADZ Podcast. All right, cheers, y'all. Take care.